back to the Motivation Station. I'm your boy, the Matt Freakin Deakins, hosting this fine station where we inspire the uninspired one day at a time by fueling your drive and igniting your passion. Today we got a good topic, but before we dig into the topic, let's hear from our favorite rep of Axe and Sledge supplements.
Are you in the business of getting in shape? If you are, I have a couple supplements for you to try. Head over to axandsledge.com. Check out the HWMF. This one here is in sour citrus punch flavor. Really, it's a stimulant pre-workout. It's got 162.5 milligrams of caffeine in one scoop. 2 scoops is 325. Little on the high end. I take 1 scoop. It's got a nootropic in it. It keeps me focused. It helps me sweat. It gives me that energy to push through hard training sessions. As you can see on this channel, there are some shorts with my training. I use HWMF in front of most of those training sessions, and it helps push me to the end and help me continue to get to that best level. Another one, get my protein in for the day. This one is way more peanut butter pie flavored. It's currently sold out on axandsledge.com, but I got this once again at GNC along with the HWMF. So head over to GNC today. You may find this peanut butter pie. I recommend going on the GNC website and seeing if your local GNC has it in stock. This is a very interesting, unique flavor of peanut butter pie. You get some peanut butter, but you really get the crust of the pie flavor in this. Very unique, done extremely well by Heather and the team at Axe and Sledge. So head over there today. Get these 2 amazing products. You can head down to the link in the description. Code is Deakins10 at checkout. And that helps support me, helps support the channel, and helps bring you more and more quality, great content.
All right, we're back. What we're talking about today, setbacks, and how we can persevere through them. You have a setback, you have an injury, you have it could be a failed project, a missed opportunity, some kind of personal issue you have that is a setback. And first things you want to do is feel bad for yourself. And the first thing you really want to do is get to that point where it's like, no, feel bad for me. Woe is me, woe is me. Well, that is not, I always say when I hit a bad shot in golf, I know it's not a setback, but I hit a bad shot in golf and I always give myself 10 steps. And then I stop thinking about the bad shot and I just focus on the next shot or focus on the next opportunity in front of me. So that's kind of the different mindsets you have to shift into. The woe is me, the issue itself, the setback itself is not the problem. The problem is how you are perceiving the setback and how you're thinking about that setback. If you're thinking about it as woe is me, I can't do this, I suck, my life's over, etc. Yeah, your life probably does suck and your life probably is over because you will never turn that into an opportunity. I heard a quote the other day, a setback is a set up for your greatest blessing of all time. So think about that. You have a setback that is setting up you to be blessed like you've never been blessed before because you have to get down to the roots and peel the layers of the onion to really get to the issue of the setback, to then be able to build it back up into a stronger version of you, a stronger version of whatever happened that caused said issue, said setback. A good example of this, when it was April, what did I have here? April 2023, I was doing a powerlifting meet. My first powerlifting meet ever in a bench shirt and a squat suit and all of the above. And I'd been training my rear off, finally learned some of the stuff. I go to bench, get the bench out, start to come down and the bar just collapsed because what happened? My collarbone popped out. Sat up on the bench, rolled it back in. I was cooked. I was done. Well, I didn't hit a bench, so my meet was over. And I had to withdraw. So what I did then was I saw it at that time like, geez, are you serious? This is terrible. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. When I left that meet, I knew from that moment it was what do I have to do to get better? What do I have to do to get my body better? What do I have to do to build the muscles around it, build the tendon strength, build all of that back? Not only to the level it was, but better. Right? And so, I hit my chiropractor up, Dr. Sarah, Chiro CLE, amazing place. You should hit her up too. She got my upper body back together. We still check collarbone to this day. That was April 2023. It's, February 2025, and we're still looking at the collarbone and making sure everything is Gucci there. So, what I ended up doing is I trained up until that next meet, which was Main Street Mayhem, which was in September, October of that same year. So it's roughly 6 months. And I took a month off of training upper body, started building all my strength back up, ended up hitting some numbers at that meet. And I've actually gone on to bench, I got hurt there at 375, benching 375 pounds. I hit 375 at that meet. But in the gym, I've hit 485. So I've clearly have built strength up around that, and took that setback and took it as a set up for the amazing work that had been done since. So, we're going to dive into this a little bit, okay? So here we go. Let's start. It's a powerful verse from the Bible. I love the Bible from the Creator. I love some of the different scripture points that come through in different topics. Here's one. Coming from James chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. It's a very powerful verse. Just remember, this verse reminds us that trials are not just obstacles, they're opportunities to grow. They're opportunities to really be better, to tear, like I said, peel the onion all the way down to the core to figure out what you need to do to build it back up. When we face setbacks, it's a chance to build our resilience and strengthen our character. It's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it. It is never easy. It's not that it's not always easy. It's never easy. There's no easy button to a setback. Because if there was an easy button, you wouldn't have the setback. You wouldn't have the issue. You wouldn't have the failure of whatever kind it could be. Because if there was an easy button, you would just hit the easy button before you failed and save yourself from failing. So it will never be easy. Definitely worth every ounce of development that you will get from that setback. And it's painful. It's very painful. Going through, and I'm not saying painful from a physical standpoint. I'm saying painful from a mental standpoint. Because, mentally you're sitting here saying, woe is me. Why can't I just have everything I want, and why can't it just be perfect? Because nothing's ever perfect. And if we got everything we wanted, then we would never have growth, and we would just be the best, most perfect robots ever. So, let's talk about some practical steps how to persevere through some of these setbacks. First, we have to acknowledge your feelings of that setback. Like I said, when I got hurt, I took the rest of the time in that meet, and I was kind of down a little bit, and even a little bit that night was still a little down a little bit, but there was, mentally, my wife and I were talking through steps of what steps do I need to take to really figure out what's going on to then get better. It's okay to be disappointed, frustrated, and even angry. It's okay. It's okay to have all the feelings. You just need to allow yourself to process the emotions and not judge. So get yourself with somebody. Get together with somebody. Like for me, it's my wife. She knows me and she gets me. And when I have temper tantrums to this day about random things, any setbacks that could be, any challenges that come in front of me, she'll right size me. She'll let me vent. She'll let me get it out, and then we will talk about what needs to happen next. And these are all things that help you grow, help me grow, and have strengthened us. Next, we need to reframe the setback, right? So instead of seeing it as a failure, see it as a learning experience. Juno wants to make an appearance, but I'm not going to let her. You have to really ask yourself, what can I learn from this and how can I grow? What can I learn from said failure? Was it a me thing? Was it a failure of car? Was it a mental failure? Was it a physical failure? What kind of failure was it? And what do I need to do to retool, rebuild, and regrow all that back and then some? The shift in perspective can transform a negative experience into a positive one. Definitely, you could take that negative experience and that journey from negativity to positivity, from here to there, can really shape who you are and how you think and who people perceive you to be. They can perceive you to be a victim mentality. They can perceive you to be as a weak-minded, weak-bodied person. Or you can just persevere and push through and prove to yourself, your loved ones, everyone, that you are a strong-willed person, that is a victor, not a victim, and someone who is willing to do all the work they need to do to get better. Another huge step in this process is setting new goals. When I got injured, I had to set a new goal. Okay, got 4 weeks before I could start training upper body again. Then when I start training upper body again, I train everything except movement that hurt me. And why is that? Because I need to build up all the stabilizers again. I need to build up all the around it. So it was a bench press. So I did different versions of said bench press, but I never grabbed a straight bar right away. It was probably a month after that before I grabbed the straight bench bar again. And that wasn't because of fear. It was because if I just recovered what I thought was a good recovery and then just grabbed the bar again and hurt myself, what's the point, right? It's just setting you back twice as much. So sticking to the plan, setting a goal and sticking to the plan. While setbacks can derail your plans, it is important to refocus and set new achievable goals. Small steps equals great distances, right? Every little step you make, every step in the progression you make is only going to make you better. So sticking to that plan, sticking to those steps, and make them achievable. Don't get hurt or don't do something silly and then go, I'm going to go put double the amount of weight on there, brother. And then you end up just crashing and burning and not making it and it just not being good. So achievable relative goals. This will keep you moving forward and gives you a nice sense of direction. Gives you a path to be looking forward to and a path to be moving forward on. But we were going to go back to the word here, Romans chapter 5, verse 3 and 4. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. This verse is it highlights the transformation or transformative power of perseverance, right? Because if you noted, it said perseverance to character, and character to hope, right? So that transformation, transformative experience, gosh, if I could talk, that transformative experience, is mind-blowing because you can take that transformation that you had from this experience or from that setback to the new you, to winning. You can take that template, while it might not apply to each setback, you can take that template and really apply that to any other setback or any other issue you may have. And take that template that you were successful doing and really be successful in all of your challenges and stressors. Through struggles, we develop character and hope. It is a reminder that our setbacks are not the end of the story. They're just a chapter in our journey. Very true. Each goal is another chapter finished, like a book. The book of perseverance. Author, your name. How I overcame said setback. Another important aspect of perseverance is seeking support. I have talked about this many times. Never be afraid to ask for help. Some people see it as weakness. It is the most BS ever. You should never be afraid to lean on friends, family, or a mentor. If you need something, ask for help. I've spent so much time spinning my wheels because I thought I knew something and I'll just push through it. I'll just suffer through it and strain through it myself because it's weak if I ask anybody for help. What happened? It took me 3 times as long to actually get where I wanted to go. So you should probably just ask for help in the first place. Because then what ended up happening is I got somewhere and I realized I needed help. My current journey I'm on with my nutrition, I tried to do it myself for 3 months. And let's just say I got X amount of far, and then I started finding a reason that I couldn't do it myself. I sought help. I've had tenfold the results than I tried to do it myself. So seeking support and asking for help, you should never go through things alone. It doesn't matter if it's It doesn't matter if it's a family member, a friend, an acquaintance, anybody. Just ask for help. Finally, you need to stay committed to your vision. Setbacks can make us doubt our path, but it's crucial to stay focused on your long-term goals. Keep your eyes on the prize and remind yourself why you started in the first place. I'm actually about to build one, but it's a vision board. And you know, that sounds, some people call it foo-foo, but let's also be honest. If it helps remind you of why you're doing what you're doing, if it helps remind you of where the end goal needs to be or where you want to get to, if it reminds you that all the work you're putting in, that you really would rather be watching the game or eating a quart of ice cream, but instead you're working on your goal, it's all going to pay off in the end, because that vision board is where your mind is. Your mind isn't on the pizza and burgers and ice cream and cupcakes. It's on the six-pack. It's not on the TV with the football game, the horrible Super Bowl, or the insert whatever game that's on. It's on studying to be the best, whatever you want to be. It's those kind of activities that you really need to stay committed to your vision. Having that vision and really doubling down on your vision. Nobody should want your vision more than you do. And there's a specific reason why you have your vision and you want your vision. So why would you shortchange yourself? Because you'd rather have some nachos in front of the TV or some buttery popcorn in a movie theater watching a movie that is not going to enhance your life at all. I'd rather double down on my vision and my goals than feed someone else's. So let's close things out here. Been running a little long and being a little long-winded tonight. So we're going to close things out here. One more verse from the Word. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things with Christ who strengthens me. This verse is an amazing reminder that we are not alone in any of our struggles. Regardless if it's a setback or just a struggle through a day, whether it's mentally, physically, we are never alone. And, you know, with faith and perseverance, we can overcome any setback. You have faith that your Creator put you on this earth, in this world, for a purpose. You might not know what that purpose is, but He has plans for you. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us so. There are plans for you in this world, and you are never alone in fulfillment of those plans. And also in fulfillment of this setback, turning this setback into a setup for that blessing. So today, thank you. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I absolutely love the engagement, the offline conversations I'm getting, not even comments in YouTube, but the random offline conversations I'll get, whether it's in the office or just at the gym occasionally. I'll also get them on Messenger, somebody sliding into my DMs with a comment about some of these episodes. I really do appreciate all the support, the likes, the comments, the subscribes. I love it. So keep pushing forward, because this motivation station here is here to help you. It is here to inspire the uninspired. And if you're feeling slightly uninspired, then I'm talking to you. If you're feeling a little bit weak in this moment while listening to this, I'm here for you. Never be afraid to reach out and ask for help, whether it's someone you trust and someone in your circle, or even just shooting me a DM or shooting me a comment. I'm here for you. People are here for you. You're not in this alone. And you can take that setback and set yourself up for the greatest blessing you've ever received. You just have to want it and have to trust in the Creator, but also in yourself. Let's take that today. Never fear. Never fail. Be good to people. And I'll see you